Northern folk, last day going home today, thank God. It's here, didn't sleep last night. Don't know what the people are doing in the room next door or something, but it sounded like they were, I don't know, digging a tunnel perhaps. I'm very tired. He's a tired dad highs, and I ain't even got my kid here. So a stressful journey this morning. I'm getting the hang of the tube maybe. Still don't like it, but it is what it is. Let's have a butcher's. One of the common themes that we've discussed a lot here so far has been the use of AI. As a technologist, I'm excited, obviously, about where we're going with AI, how we can leverage its use in a time-poor world. What concerns me, and I think there's a lot of work we can do around this, and it's certainly something where a lot of my academic interests lie, is how we can still leverage AI but without losing the time to talk. We'll gain additional time perhaps, but those interactions between people, those rich strands of conversation that tease out ideas, that challenges, there's the potential for that to be lost. A conversation with a colleague I was having last night centered around how you would ask questions of AI and how we refer to it, anthropomorphizing it, giving it a personality, injecting a substance on top of it that doesn't exist yet, was quite scary in a lot of respects on how he saw that as a way to increase and leverage his time and be more efficient, and that's fine, but also how he was drawing away from talking to his colleagues, especially in the education sector. I think there's something really critical there that we need to, as educators, as developers, that we need to be aware of, that losing those interactions can be perhaps more degenerative than the positives that we get from leveraging AIs or LLMs. I think there's a lot more worth talking about here, and I'll probably touch on that over the coming weeks in these videos. It's I think something I'd really like to explore a lot more, and something that we are actually looking at work at the moment, and I'm very active in those conversations around where and how we would use particular models in different situations and what that might look like. And in fact, just the simple questions like, what do we mean when we're talking about AI? It's very interesting. There's a lot of various things that I've got running around in my head now, and I think it's a case of kind of getting those out and seeing how those interact with what we've already got in place in terms of process and systems, and if there is a way that we can merge those two things without losing anything that makes an interaction between people possible. And it doesn't feel like at the moment we are, because I don't believe, certainly with what we've got at the moment in terms of general access to LLMs, so like GTP4, Bard, Lambda, those kind of things, I don't feel that the positives outweigh the negatives, and it certainly as that becomes reciprocal, when we look at those data sets, it becomes very, very scary very fast. I'm not talking about Skynet or anything like that. I'm talking about how the output is is influenced via the input, and unless you have curated data models to feed these models, then you end up with this self-deprecating output, and that's terrifying. Yeah. Talk more later. Conference is done, let's get back to Yorkshire. Went really well, presentations went really well, better than I expected, to be honest. Absolutely fantastic, really enjoyed it. Some great contacts made and potential job opportunity, so cracking stuff. Right, let's get back up to Yorkshire where people talk right, and yeah, I'll see you when I get there.